and welcome to Fleetwood Paints and another really good video tutorial. To celebrate the launch of the new kids colour collection from Fleetwood this month, we have decided to answer one of probably the most frequently asked question actually. Can you paint a baby's cot? And if you can, should you be using a particular kind of paint? Well, of course, the answer to the first question is yes, you can paint a baby's cot, and I'm going to show you how to do that now in 4 easy steps. The second question is also a yes, you should be using a particular kind of paint, a paint that has the Toy Safety certification from the EU. And the paint I'm using has just that. So here's the cot I'm going to be painting. Perfectly standard cot that we find in most homes. Before I do anything else, I'm going to take off these plastic anti-chew bars. They can be easily popped back on again as soon as I have it painted. Then I started step 1 of the process of painting any piece of furniture, which is give it a very good clean. I then decided that it was actually going to be much easier to paint this cot if I took it apart, because it's actually only 4 sections really and a couple of sidebars of the base. And then I went in and gave it all a scuff sand. Now, in case you're wondering what a scuff sand is, it is literally just creating millions of little scratches on the surface. This cot has been varnished or lacquered, as you know, you'd get it from the shop with a highly lacquered finish. You don't need to take that off, but you do need to give it a good scratch up. Now the 5 pieces of the cot have been cleaned, scuff sanded, and I'm leaving them to dry out in the sun before I bring them in to paint them. Before I show you the primer, I want to show you this new tray that was only launched in the last couple of months from Fleetwood. It's called the Roll Right. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know I'm always telling you to line your tray to save cleaning, especially if you're using oil-based products. But now you can buy a tray with liners, and look at the new shape of this tray. You've got somewhere to rest your brush and roller, and where you put your paint, it automatically flows back down into it. Absolutely fantastic new product, I love it! So this is the primer that I'm choosing to use for this project, for 2 reasons really. First one is it's got super adhesion, and the second one is that it's water-based, making it a much easier paint to use. And I know, of course, that it's going to stick very well to that varnished surface. Look how quick and easy it is to apply the primer and then the paint with these microfiber rollers. Much easier than a brush, and you don't have drips going around the other side. Then all you need is a small little cut-in brush for the edges. And now it's time to move on to the paint. All the advanced range of paints from Fleetwood have the EU Toy Safety certification. So you know these are safe to use on your baby's furniture and baby's toys. I'm choosing to use the advanced satin wood on the cot. It has that little bit of a sheen which allows me to wipe it down should I need to. The colour I've chosen to use is from the new kids collection, and it's called Zurich White. Now I want to show you a technique for enhancing any little carvings you might have on the cot. This cot has a teddy bear on one end, and if I was to just paint over it in white, it would just almost disappear. So before I paint it at all, after the primer, I'm getting a small brush and I'm putting in some cream just into all the grooves of the teddy bear, and I'm going to let it dry. Then when it's dry, I'm going to roll over the top with my white Zurich White paint, and it doesn't go into the grooves, so you can see the cream is still visible, and my little teddy bear stands out lovely. Here I am using a small cutting brush just around the edges of those spindles where they meet the main bar to make sure that I have everything covered in paint. And I gave it 1 coat of primer and 2 2 coats of Zurich White Advanced Satin Wood paint. And then I was pretty much finished. So now I just have to put it back together. Yay! And I'm done. So let's have a look at what it turned out like. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I do hope you'll give it a go. Please tag Fleetwood in any pictures that you put on social media and contact me if you have any problems at all. Now our next video is going to take this very same cot and show you what to do with it after your kids have grown out of it. Tune in next time.